WFM 91.7.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for staying with us right here on Women Radio 91.7. This is about 6 minutes after 12 on the side of the radio. Yes, it's noon already. Before you know what's happening, you're already saying, oh, thank God it's the end of the day already. So, I mean, just hang in there, all right? Do the best you can while it's it. All right, so this is Women Radio WFM 91.7, Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and this is the program The Big Question. All right, The Big Question is a program where we get to discuss and profess solutions to issues affecting us as a nation. All right, The Big Question comes to you every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12:05 p.m. So you can do it by joining the conversation, by contributing or reacting to The Big Question by calling us up on 07000 917 917. Send a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. All right, so those are the numbers to get in touch with us. Then you can also send your contributions. So follow us up on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, X, and of course YouTube at wfm917.com. You can also log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download our mobile app WFM917 and listen to us from any part of the world. All right, so yes, this is The Big Question, and today on The Big Question we'll be looking at providing incentives for rural women for sustainable food production. All right, that's our topic today, providing incentives for rural women for sustainable food production. Now, this is in commemoration of the International Day of Rural Women, which is always on the 15th day in the month of October. All right, so it's also today is also the World Food Day. Yes, we talked about that in Panorama, but now we're looking at the International Day for Rural Women, and we're looking at providing incentives for rural women for sustainable food production. Now, when you talk about rural women, there's no how you will not come up with farming. Okay, so there's no how you talk about rural women and not talk about farming, you know, in between. So, I mean, that is what we are looking at today. All right, so now, women and girls in rural areas often face the disproportionate and multidimensional burden of poverty and inequality. Now, this creates and exacerbates other challenges linked to their limited participation in decision-making processes, including those related to land ownership rights. Now, the International Day of Rural Women is an avenue to acknowledge a crucial role that rural women and girls play in the ongoing fight against poverty and hunger. Now, these difficulties are particularly challenging for rural women who face additional hurdles on their way to financial independence and stability. When crisis hits, rural women are hit the hardest, usually due to poor access to resources, services, and information, the heavy burden of unpaid care and domestic work, and discriminatory traditional societal norms. All right, so all of these things we'll be looking at today on the program. All right, The Big Question, and I have with me joining me via phone today is Ojo Florence Modupe, and she's the National Vice President, Small Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria. All right, she's the National Vice President, and we're looking together with her. We're looking at providing incentives for rural women, for sustainable food production. All right, so we'll just go ahead and talk to Florence this afternoon. Good afternoon, Florence. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, madam. I'm happy to be online this afternoon. Good morning, Nigeria women. Good morning, everybody.
All right, I hope that you had a great weekend and the week is looking good already.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much for joining us. So let's, don't forget you can be a part of the conversation by dialing 07000 917 917. Send a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. This is about 10 minutes after 12 on the program The Big Question. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. So let's head on straight to the conversations. Now, when we talk about incentives, for rural women, sustainable food production, what are some of the incentives that you think should be put in place to empower rural women and enhance their role in sustainable food production?
Thank you, madam. Once again, I want to let everybody to listen to us attentively. Rural women farmer, they are women which they provide food on the table for us. When we call necessities, some necessities that could be put in a place to empower our rural women farmers and to air their role in sustainable food production. They include access to affordable and quality agricultural input. When we give out an input, the quality one that we can use to farm, like seed, fertilizer, and tools. Also, we need the training programs to improve their agricultural knowledge and skills. Even we need the support, we call it financial support. In form of a grant, we, our women farmers, will need it in our rural areas to improve the productivity of food, to put more food on our table. So we need support in that grant or micro loan. We call it soft loan. We know our women. So we need soft loan. Maybe from government, NGOs, and other parastatals. So we need this more to improve us, to move us, to even to make us happy, to make us to be on self belonging in our community, even in the whole country. When you give a little support for a woman, it will generate across the family. When you train a woman, you train a nation. When you invest on one woman, you invest on nation. God will help us. Also, we need the access to markets. The access to markets. Even marketing information. Our rural farmers need all these things to sell their produce. To sell our produce. Most of us that in rural area, we don't have access to all these stakeholder obstacles. We need obstacles so that our produce will be go on viral, international one, not in our own area alone. Like we are having this cassava or this maize. Sometimes all these maize will just full on the market without obstacles, without marketing, without people that will come to our rural area to come and
buy these things.
Yeah. So we need our government, we need their support. Also, the establishment of farming, of farming cooperatives. You know what? Most of all these rural farmers, no cooperatives, they are just the farming alone, do that. But thanks for a government, thanks for small older women farming organization in Nigeria to touch all the 36 states, including the FCT, that we should come together. We should form a cooperative. We should speak in one voice so that to agitate for others, so that we can speak for our farmers that they need all this support. More so, women need agricultural society to provide support and networking opportunity. When you belong to society or you belong to cooperative, you know, the sense of belonging, I'm telling you the research. You will just be looking at yourself. Am I the person that they are communicating with? Am I so big like this in community? So I want to employ our rural farmers that they are listening to me to join a cooperative So to join the movie train so that they will hear our voice. God will help us. So I will rest my case for now.
All right. Thank you so much, Florence, for giving us some of these incentives or things that should be put in place to empower rural women, because at the end of the day, we want to see, we want to see our food production increase, and we can't talk about food production without bringing in our rural women in this. All right, thank you very much, Florence. This is Women Radio WFM 91.7, Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. Now, this is about 16 minutes after 12, and this is the program The Big Question, where we discuss and prefer solutions to issues affecting us as a nation. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser, and I'm together with, on phone, the National Vice President, Small Scale Women Farmers Organization in Nigeria. Her name is Ojo Florence Modupe, and we are looking at providing incentives to rural women for sustainable food production. All right, now the theme for this year, International Day of Rural Women, is Rural Women Cultivating Good Food for All, and we are looking at this as drawing up a topic from this, providing incentives for rural women for sustainable food production. All right, so Florence, you've talked to us about some of the things that can be provided. Now, what's the benefits? What are the benefits of all of these things if they are being provided for rural women in terms of empowering them to become more active participants in food production? So we want them to participate actively. So what's the benefit of all of these things that you mentioned? All right, cooperative, good seeds. You mentioned quite a good number of incentives that should be provided for them. Now, what's the benefit of providing this for them to have them actively participate in food production?
Thank you, madam. A lot of benefits are there. A lot. I will mention few.
Okay, please.
The benefit that obtains all these things by providing them with necessary resources and support to actively participate in food production. One, access availability agricultural inputs, enable them to increase their productivity and effective, even leading to higher cropping. Are you getting me?
Yes.
If you give us a fertilizer now, you give us improved seedling. I'm telling you, you cannot plant a maize that is already dead and you are expected to grow up or to germinate. So when the government gives us improved seedling, it will bring good products. It will bring good product.
Yes.
And improve our income. If I sell, maybe I come to you to come and sell 2 bags of beans to you now. At least if you want to sell it, you will double it. Or put little interest on it. That interest is being in your capital. It's your gain. So it has improve seedling that we plant. The income that we achieve in this thing, it will be high. Even the income, it will extend to our government. Because if I want to sell any market in my market, inside my market, I must pay tax. I must pay a little money to local government revenue. That is part of the IGR. So, if you train us, in terms of training, because most of our rural farmers, we are just been doing our modern training, modern techniques, which everything has modernized. Agriculture is modernized. We are not staying in one place again. Like I'm saying now, I don't use oil again to cultivate. We need the friendly, deadly machine. If you train us in areas of any program that we needed, help us to acquire new techniques. It will make us to acquire new techniques and knowledge to meet the challenge. As I was saying before now, like how to use your insecticide in farming. If you don't mix very well, if you don't know how to mix it, you will definitely damage your plants. Like you're supposed to have mixed maybe 2 cups of tea. You go and put 10 cups. My dear sister, all your resources, all your efforts, all your money you put into agriculture is wasted. So if you train us in that aspect, it will bring us, it will make us to know another new technique and knowledge to meet the challenges and adapt to a changing agricultural practice. Like I said, old method and new method. If you use the old method, you may be lost everything that you have. But when you use the new method, even if you go to farm, you will be happy when you see your planting that is terminated very well. Also, financial support. Like I was saying that time, if you give woman a 10 naira, you feed like 4 to 5 families, 4 to 5 people in that place. Like when government approve for grant, give us a grant like 10 million. Honestly, a woman will not carry last. Women will not carry last at all. They will not go to they will not go to recreation center or go to hotel or go to beer parlor. So go have you wasted all this money. They will put it on family. So financial support, it gives us the means to invest in our family and to expand our operations, access to markets, that I said that time. The marketing information allows us to connect with the buyers. Are you getting me? The information that we have, the marketing, the obstacle, when you are online, your business is online, you send it maybe on WhatsApp or on Facebook. You just snap your product and you put it on WhatsApp. Within 3 minutes, people will call you. Majority of the people will call you, both home and abroad, to do what? To partnership with you, to buy your produce. When we have access to this thing, with the buyers and the seller, their produce at fair prices, increase their profitable. Our profits will be higher. Our income will be higher too. We will not stay in one place. Finally,
yes,
when you establish farmer cooperative, are you getting me, I'm talking to my to my co-farmers. When you join a cooperative, we the woman, we are leading in every association we belong to. I'm so sorry to put you in politics. If you go to politics today, women are taking 100%. Let me call it 100%. If it is going to voting during the election period, you will see women lining up. We are the source of the joy. Our president used to say, "No woman, no food on the table." If we women refuse to cook, the majority of the men, they will not be able to eat. We women, we women farmers. We need the support. We need the support of NGO. We need the support of the government. We need the support of our international partner to partnership with us. God will bless us.
Amen. Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you so much. All right, this is Women Radio WFM 91.7, and it's about 25 minutes after 12. Right here, my name is Rose Joseph Kesha, and this is the program. The Big Question. All right, and we are looking at providing incentives to rural women for sustainable food production. And we're doing this today with Ojo Florence Modupe, the National Vice President of Small Scale Women Farmers Organization, Nigeria. All right, and we've actually talked a bit about incentives, what these incentives can do, and how far they can go for rural women. All right, so to be a part of the question, you can dial 07000 917 917. Send a text or a WhatsApp message to 070 317 56537. There's no way you will talk about food production in Nigeria and will not mention rural women. There's no way we will do that. So it's actually really important that we get to join hands together and celebrate rural women. Yesterday, the 15th day of October, was the International Rural Women Day. All right, and we are looking at how to provide incentives for these women so that food production would actually increase. All right, so Florence, thank you for all you have said. Now let's talk about awareness. Let's talk about awareness. In what ways can we raise awareness about the importance of supporting rural women in sustainable food production? How can we do this? We that were even, in the urban areas, how can we create awareness for the importance of supporting rural women?
The importance
of supporting rural women.
Okay. We need, as I was saying before, ma'am, we need the support of our government. In many areas, we need their support. Like as I said before, loan. Without money, nothing. Without money, there is no even. I cannot see people that will be living. So we rural farmers, we need money. We are calling our government to give us a grant, not loan. Because when we put loan, give us loan, the loan, even their compound interest will kill us. So we need soft loan. We need soft loan. We need grant. We need land. Let our government to provide land for us. Are you getting me, ma? We need a land to cultivate. We are ready. We are ready to farm. We are ready. We are on ground to plant, to harvest, to do everything, to make Nigeria to be great, to make food to be on the table for every citizen in Nigeria. So we need a grant. We need land so that they can give us land. We need sufficient access to agricultural inputs, like I said before. For us to be using a hoe, as a woman, using a cutlass, to be cutting grass, to be cutting thick forest. Madam, I cannot deceive you. Within 3 hours. So, no. Whoever will say, oh, my head, my back, my leg. But if they give us a friendly equipment, they give us a machinery, they give us tools, agricultural will be moving upward, not downward. If they give us the knowledge and training, as I said before, it will improve. So we need training time to time. There is a essential worker. The government has a lot of workers. Sit them down to rural areas. Sit them down to rural areas. To do what? To come and train us. To come and do what? To come and train us. Are you getting me, man? Please, we need this opportunity to call. Because I know our government is listening to this radio. They are listening to this radio. I know this radio is a worldwide radio. So please, I'm seeking, I'm employed on behalf of rural women farmers we want government to see our shattered demand, to look at it.
Yes.
They should not use their hand to put us at the back. Please bring God's thrones. Let our people be on thrones. Allow us. I'm begging our governors. I'm begging our president. President Ahmed Tinubu. I know he has listening ear. That our woman is crying. We need knowledge. We need grants. We need access to land. And we need home takers. We have lack of market access in our rural area. It's not urban alone. It's not focus urban alone. Are you getting me, madam? It's not focus on urban alone. Let everything come down to rural area. Let them everything. Everything when they are sharing or budgeting. I know that there is something for our rural women farmers. Let all these things to come down to rural area. Gender equality. Are you getting it?
Yes.
When they want to, maybe they want to share it now. We have a formula. Like I remember in our mathematics during that time, they say almighty formulas. You will see our men that will use that almighty formulas to share things. No, they don't use this thing again. I'm begging them. We are the woman that we carry them in our womb for 9 months.
Okay.
People remember that one to share everything equally. Cultural barrier. This cultural barrier, I'm telling you, ma'am. If you reach maybe is it not east? Woman cannot do this thing, no. Woman cannot plant, so woman does not have access to land, though. Why? And why? Please, all these things is an area that our government they should look on it.
Okay.
In conclusion, decision making. I think decision making. When our government are making decisions, we women farmers, they should follow us.
Okay.
They should call small other skills. So they are decision making. In any time when they want to decide, maybe in their budget to share anything, call our women farmers. So be among the decision making in the sales, in the federal, in everywhere, even in the local government.
All right.
Thank you, madam.
All right, thank you so much, Florence. Oh, I wish we still had more time to talk. Thank you so much. This is where we'll draw the curtains for today. So what would your advice be now to rural women who these things, all of the incentives you have mentioned and, calling out the government, when all these things cannot get to them and they still have to farm, they still have to go back to the farm, what would your advice be in just a few minutes?
Truly speaking, I'm so happy to be in this line today. My own advice is for every rural farmer, for my co-gender, for my even the organization. I mean the women organization, all these women organization in farming, they should come to Sovon. They should come to small scale women farmer organization. They should come so that we have one voice. So we should not have a woman in agriculture is saying their own, women in clinical is saying their own. No. So if we come together and reason together, we can achieve together. Investment in education and training. Are you getting me? I'm calling this organization to invest on us, to create a market opportunity for us. Please and please. If there is another organization in our state, in our country, in outside the country, they should come down to Nigeria to come and invest with us with the women organization are there, so that both the local and the regional market have a value chain. This can be done through the farmer cooperative, farmer market, or online platform. Please and support the infrastructure. Because I have to rush myself because of the 2 minutes that you give me. Support the infrastructural development, improve the rural infrastructure such as irrigation system, transportation networking, and the storage facility. Please, financial support. Let's offer the financial incentives short as a loan the soft loan that I talking and the grant are subsidized target specifically as rural women. God will bless us in Jesus' name. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, Florence. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just liked how you had so much to say and you were trying to put all of it in just the 2 minutes I gave you. Thank you so much, Florence, for coming on the program. So I'm hoping that by this time next year, when we're talking about Rural Women Day, we will have better things to be saying. I just hope so.
If I have the opportunity to come online, I know that I will give a testimony. The positive testimony from the state government and from the federal government.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the program this afternoon.
You're welcome, madam.
All right. Do have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you, madam.
All right. A very big thank you to our guest for today. I'm sure that you could hear the passion from her voice. I'm sure that you could hear, how urgent all of this, incentives and all of these strategies she has mentioned are actually really needed by rural women. Because at the end of the day, we're looking at a sustainable food production. And there's no way we can actually talk about this without looking at the efforts and all the hard work that our rural women are doing to give us the food that we need. All right, because when you look at it right now, you go to the rural areas, women are so much into farming, and you will get to understand why Florence is talking the way she's talking, because she's experiencing it firsthand, and she's there, seeing all of it, and also hoping and praying that things get better. And they're also lending a voice as an association to see that things get better for rural women farmers. All right, so that's it on the program today. The big question. A very big thank you to our guest for today, Ojo Florence Modupe. She's a National Vice President, Small Scale Women Farmers Organization, Nigeria. All right. And, hopefully by next year, we will definitely be singing a new song when it comes to, rural women, and rural women who are into farming too. So a very big thank you to you also for tuning in and listening to The Big Question. Join us again on Wednesday at 12:05 p.m. where we'll bring you another episode of The Big Question. But for now, do stay tuned. Launch Vibes will commence. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. A very big thank you to the executive producer Tonwo Kewale Shonaya for this program. All right, and you also for being part of it. Do want to stay tuned to Women Radio WFM 91.7. Good afternoon.
Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM 91.
WFM 91.7.